Hey, what's up guys, it is Saintsfan and welcome back to another GTA 5 Q&A. Today I'm going to be answering some questions relating to the free mode events update DLC that is going to be dropping later tonight or early tomorrow morning depending where you live. And I asked you guys on Twitter to send me in some questions and we got some pretty good ones. So this first one, not really a question, but I figured I would answer it just because there might be some of you guys out there that are sort of in the same predicament here. So Courtney, she says, I don't really understand the update. Please help. So a quick overview of this update, it's not like anything we've seen before in GTA. Normally, all the updates and DLCs we've gotten in the past, they would give us a few guns, a few clothes, a few cars, and we'd be done. We'd be set. Nothing really gameplay related would be happening. And this new update is not going to be anything like that. It's not going to have any new cars, it's not going to have any new guns, or any new clothes. So we don't really know 100% how it's actually going to work, but from what I gather from the screenshots, from some of the stuff that IGN have said since they've played it, basically every 12 minutes, now we don't know if that's in game time or like in real life time, there's going to be a message that pops up on your phone telling you that there's going to be an event happening, whether it's a challenge or one of the new sort of game modes. And you will have a few minutes to determine if you want to enter that event or challenge or not. If let's just say it's the fastest speed challenge, you would have a few minutes to go to your garage, get your fastest car, and then go to a spot on the map that you think you could go the fastest on, whether that's the airport, you know, a strip of the highway, or whatever. And then at a certain time, the event will start, and I'm assuming you'll have a few minutes for the event to take place for people to get their fastest speed, and then at the end of it, whoever entered the event, depending on who went the fastest, will win. Now, according to IGN, the top 3 people in most of the events actually get money and RP, so basically it's just like a little fun way in free mode to get RP and money. Now, the one thing that is going to be really interesting is to see how people that aren't in these events affect you, because from what I gather, since you're in a free mode and there's no loading screens, you're not in a separate lobby, people who aren't in the events could get in your way and determine whether or not you get the fastest speed or not. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, how many trollers or griefers there are going to be. Unfortunately, we won't know that until obviously the update does come out, but that's sort of what is going to be happening. The best thing I can compare it to, if you guys have ever seen or played Destiny, basically when you're just running around the world going from mission to mission, or you're just farming, you know, whatever the enemies are, there's like this little pop-up that'll occur every 30 minutes or so, and it'll say that an event is happening, and they'll give you a few minutes to go to the spot that it's happening at, and once you go there, you kill everybody, you'll get some pretty good drops in the game. And that's similar to how GTA, except drops in Destiny, is going to be RP and money in GTA. So I hope I kind of explained it there. If you have any other questions, just let me know in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them. Moving on to the second question, we have Daniel, and he says, why do you think Rockstar won't include content such as clothing, cars, guns, etc.? Well, one reason just being that, as usual, they're a business, and you know, one, I'm sure this free mode event, you know, the coding and the making it probably took them, you know, a good amount of time. And I'm sure they already have plans for the next like 5 DLCs or something like that. And they probably didn't want to include clothing, guns, or cars in this update because this is something that is completely new. They don't want to give us too much stuff, I guess, which is either a good thing or a bad thing, I guess, depending on how you view it. But that's what I think happened. The third question from Johnny, he says, do you think the free mode events update will be successful like other updates? And the answer to this is going to come down to one thing, and that's how the community actually plays these events. And the reason I say that is because in theory and on paper, these ideas sound amazing. But what it's going to come down to, like I said, is how the community plays them. And what I mean by that is if people use the cheap items, you know, such as the armored Kuruma or, you know, I don't know, other items like that, because as we have seen in free mode, the douchebags, quote unquote, just go around in armored Kurumas since it's really hard to shoot them, and they go around tormenting, killing people, and then if you do wind up blowing them up with a sticky bomb or with an RPG, then you got to pay for their car, and it's obviously a loss for you and a win for them because, you know, they obviously wanted you to do that. They wanted you to get rid of your money. And for a lot of people who don't have a lot of money, every little bit counts. So it's going to come down to whether or not people play the right way, I guess. Now, I'm hoping that Rockstar has actually taken this stuff into account when they've made these games, but again, it's going to come down to whether or not the lobby you're in plays the events and challenges in a fun way. Fourth question from Garrett, he says, do you think there will be more updates featuring no cars, weapons, or clothes, but only with game modes? And this is actually a pretty good question, and honestly, I think there will be, depending on how this upcoming DLC goes over. If everybody likes it and they're enjoying the free mode events, then I think Rockstar would be more willing to do that. I mean, obviously, this new DLC isn't really a shark card grabber. People aren't going to go out and buy shark cards for them, which in turn doesn't make them as much money. So there will always be the car, the clothes, and the gun DLCs, just because those are easy ways for Rockstar to make money. And you can hate that all you want, but like I've said so many times, it's a business at the end of the day. Their goal is to make money. That's how they do it. But if they do see the popularity of these free mode events, then I could see them in, you know, a couple of months from now releasing, whether it's free mode events number 2, or, you know, like everybody keeps saying about a cops and crooks mode. I think this DLC is definitely going to be sort of like a testing period to see whether or not the community likes this stuff, or if they should just stick with the same old cars, guns, and clothes. And then finally, the last question from Chris. He says, do you think you will like the DLC tomorrow? And this is actually the question I'm going to end on, and that's what I want you guys to answer in the comment section. Do you think you will like the DLC? Personally, I think I will enjoy this DLC. I mean, I've always said that I've wanted some new game modes and some like new gameplay, I guess, and that's what this is going to offer. Free mode, you know, for the most part as of now, has just been a giant like deathmatch. People just go around killing each other, blowing each other up. And this will, I think, get people away from that and get people to do more creative things and more fun things. Plus the fact that you don't have to deal with the loading times, which are like the #1 issue with GTA Online. That's a big plus. You don't have to worry about your friends leaving the lobby because their connections suck or because the Rockstar servers suck. So overall, I think it's going to be a really, really fun addition. I'm looking forward to it. And I think it will actually somewhat revitalize GTA and the GTA community. But those are my opinions. Let me know your opinions in the comments section. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have a question for next week's episode, just let me know in the comments as well. See you guys in the next one, though. As always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.